Okay, first before we start, let's just make sure, well no, because live y'all are gonna see me correct no matter what. I've tested it 1,000 times. I think it's gonna work. Oh well, we can only hope. So let me know if you're here, put comments, say hi, do little hearts, because y'all know I'm all new to this live thing, because I don't really want to start with the juicy stuff until I know people are watching. With Jessie, when Jessie and I tried this live thing, it worked so fine because I used a selfie stick and it worked and the camera was the correct way. Now I can't use a selfie stick, so it's propped up on some boxes, all kind of stuff. Hi, Janine. I'm seeing Ariane. Hi, Ariana. Right, so people are watching. Are y'all hearing me? Is it correct? Well, again, it's correct. So we could only know when I post it if, it's a camera thing. Let's fix the bra. Fixing the bra is number one in embracing imperfections. Before we start with embracing imperfections, I just want to go through, I guess, what the differences are. You know what? Why am I even doing this? So many different things. Oh, look. Yes, Riley. Hi, Raina. Raina's up. Okay. I want to clarify the difference between embracing imperfections and staying complacent and getting complacent and not doing introspection for healthy growth. Because the last thing that I want to do, hi Brendan, the last thing that I want to do is enable anyone's nonsense, right? And there's a balance and there's a thin line, right? So obviously we don't want to be harsh on ourselves and strive for perfection and constantly be, really, really down on ourselves. Like we could be our worst critics sometimes. So there's that one end. But the other end is, okay, you haven't grown in like years. There is no hope of you growing. You make the same mistakes that you made at 15 and you're now 35. That's on the other end of embracing imperfections. You're not seeing. Okay, so is it that everybody else is not seeing? Could you give some hearts if you're seeing? Give some thumbs up if you're seeing. Tell me if you're seeing, because Mark Achong is not seeing and I do not know why. Ariana, are you seeing me? Ariana's laughing. What is so funny that you're laughing? Yes, doesn't mean you're seeing. Comment to say that you're seeing. Okay, people are sharing the video. How cool. You can share while I'm already live. This is so cool. Okay, Mark, I do not know why you're not seeing me. I think everybody else is seeing because I'm getting, look, oh my gosh, look at how many hearts. This is so cool. I'm a child. I know, I'm easily excited. Okay, so we have, look, Optician said, do you like my glasses? My glasses are sponsored by Look Opticians and my contacts. That's pretty cool too. Let me give a plug to Look, right? Because it's pretty cool that they're my sponsor. You know why? Because I actually think that their service is really incredible. Jessie went to get her eyes because she lost her glasses and she went to get her eyes tested and get new glasses, blah, blah, blah. And I just felt as if, I've had glasses more than 15 years. And the information that they give and everything is really second to none. And it's sort of like 21st century stuff versus 18th century stuff. We could kind of be a little backward. So go to Look Opticians, because they gave me my glasses, and you should go and tell them I sent you. Okay, right. Oh, you love the glasses. I know I love them too. Don't you love the purple? I love the purple. Right. So this is not if you are someone that really hasn't, but it's sticking a lot. Okay, maybe that's your connection. I don't know. Because I was actually going to do it with my laptop because I can't get this selfie stick thing to rotate. And y'all seem to say that my camera is, I don't know. So I'm doing it with my phone, which is supposed to give much better. When I was doing the test, because check me, I do only me's live before coming here. And it was fine. So, I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay. This is not for the person who has a problem growing. This is for the people who are really, really, really hard on themselves. And that's me. And I'm going to give you a bit of history as to what the breakthrough was. On Sunday night, I got a message that the me time video that I had done in the stadium wasn't, like, I dummy misinterpreted the question, so I'd answered it incorrectly, which meant they needed to do another one. And obviously, I was like the last person, so they needed to get it done so that they could launch the video. If you haven't seen the video, I'm at the end of it. I find that pretty cool. Christina Kuzmik start, I end, like, you know, in a 400 meter, in a 100 meter relay, like fastest and second fastest. Accurate special. Anyways, so the only thing that could have happened was they were coming to my house, and the thing is, like, it was because of what I wanted to do, the mom shop closed thing, which is signed still up because I'm delinquent and didn't pull it down. They needed to come into my home, but Monday is my cleaning day, which means that the place would have still been stink from the whole week of before. And I had so many issues with it. I have issues with everything, you know. It needs to be perfect. And I mean, that is something, that's a reason I don't do lives. 5 years ago, people used to tell me, I remember sitting and having this meeting, Marsha, to build your brand, you need to do YouTube videos all the time. You need to well, it wasn't lives, but it was YouTube videos at the time. And I mean, Jessie would be in the kitchen and I would say, well, I don't like the kitchen. I don't like how the kitchen looks. Or you could see the dryer, and the dryer has some rotten spots. Or you could see this, or look at how messy, or this and that. And I was so caught up with all these little imperfections, right? And so I would be very concerned, like, I don't take selfies because my forehead looks too big. And it got to a point where I guess they came over and they thought, oh my gosh, like, she said to me, you are slaying parenting, and you're a single parent and you're slaying it. And here I am, and I don't know what jumped out at me, but I am there, like, not just letting them in my house, but showing them Jessie's room, which to me is a mess and everything. And they, instead of walking into the room and saw the mess, they saw me giving her a space to be creative. Because that's why it's a mess. Because I don't encourage the constant packing away. So she has a table that's open out. And because what's the point? If she's going to paint and she's doing a project, then it cannot be packed away every single time. So her room appears to be a mess all the time. And I often leave dishes in the sink because, you know what? I'd rather hug for 10 minutes. But the truth is, we hear a lot of noise. And so, you know, people come into my home, and I don't want to, because it's not about bad talking anyone that gives the noise, right? But we often hear, oh gosh, this sink full of dishes all the time. Yes, it's full of dishes all the time. And it's taken me a really long time to come to that point where, you know what? I don't care. It's full of dishes all the time, because we have a choice. We can have a dirty house or a dirty heart. I'm going to work on my dirty heart. So leave the sink as it is. And if you're coming into my home, then be okay with my dirty dishes. And be okay with the fact that, you know what, my wall has footprints on it. I don't know if y'all could see it, but it looks like it needs to be painted. And it's not that it hasn't been painted. But my child has cartwheels and handstands and climbs up on the wall. And that's that. Plain and simple, so the wall have things on it, and we need to be fine with it. So you know, and I want to keep going back to the balance, because I use the word dirty heart. This is not enabling lack of growth, because anybody knows me know that I believe in growth. So am I always trying to find a better way? Am I always trying to find, you know, did I do this in the best way possible? Is there another way that I can improve? Is there something that I could say in a gentler manner, in a manner that will be taken better? So I totally believe in growth. But this is where the embracing imperfection comes in. Your child makes the bed, and instead of being like super happy that they make the bed, you go and you take your hand and you sort of smoothen it out and you fix the... That's not cool. She's made the bed. Leave the bed as is. Even if you're OCD, you need to leave the bed as is. And the next person that tells my child why her hair not combed, I'm gonna sort of get violent, because it's taken me a long time to embrace my curly hair. Like, embrace it. Let me see, there's a saying, my house is dirty enough to be happy. Yes. And clean enough to be healthy. Yes. Well, yes, actually true, yeah. Clean enough. Just enough to be healthy. So the next step is the curly hair, right? I mean, Anybody that knows me in the corporate world, my hair used to be slicked back, because curly hair isn't cool. In fact, I remember Sex and the City did a whole episode where curly hair isn't serious. And I remember someone saying that, straight hair is taken seriously in the corporate world. And whether it's true or not, you know what? I don't care anymore. I rock my curls, I leave the house, and I don't comb my hair. Plain and simple. I don't comb my hair. And if you have a problem with it, tough cookies. But the next time you tell my child, why didn't she comb her hair? I'm going to have a problem, because what you're going to do is you're going to create the same hang-ups that somebody created with me. We have curly hair and it rocks. And if it's in our face, it's in our face. Don't take your finger and pull it out of her eyes. She can see just fine. And we really need to get to that point where we are okay. I mean, let me give you some real how many hang-ups I have. And I was having this discussion because I had it with the girls from Me Time, and they just couldn't believe it, because in their eyes, they are seeing me as this almost perfect person. So they cannot figure out why I have such a problem. Like right now, I have on no makeup. And I mean, you guys wouldn't believe how hard that step was to do a video without makeup, because everyone sees me on camera. So when they see me on camera, I'm all made up, my jewelry's in the right place, my hair is fixed. That took a long time. I would be in camera and they would say, "You're fine." And I would say, no, turn on the monitor before we go live, because I want to make sure and see myself. And I'd be fixing. And the guys on the next side are just going, "You look perfect though. We don't get what's your problem." But we don't seem to see ourselves like everybody else sees themselves. So I'm literally sitting with like the creative director, and he's fixing my chain in a picture, because the chain is tilted. So he's fixing it and stuff, and I'm saying, "Oh my gosh, you could do all of that?" And he's like, "I could do everything." And that's when I really understood Photoshop. And I, for a minute, started to fall into the whole, okay, make my skin do this, and make my arms do that. And in moments I said, "Can you make my nose different?" Was when I realized, wow. And I had to take a step back, because in primary school, I was called Pinocchio. And I've been told so many times when I wanted to get my piercing on my mouth, I was told, in fact, I went and I got the piercing I wanted to get it on my nose. And I was told, "No, don't get it on your nose because you have a big nose. You don't want to emphasize your nose." Again, these are things that stay with us. And everyone else is seeing gorgeous curly hair, good skin, whatever, because it's so funny. And I'm seeing, "Oh my gosh, my forehead is huge and my nose is big. So can you Photoshop that?" And it's really, really, really incredible how we see ourselves. And you know what? It's funny, because the things like, well, maybe we could save more. We don't see that, but we see all the trivial things that everybody else sees and says all the time. And it's really, I just don't understand why. Maybe we can have a psychologist chime in. Actually, you know what? No, I do understand why, because it's the thing that we've heard the longest. So our parents don't say to us, "Hey, you know what? You need to save every day." But they do say to us every godforsaken day from the time we're young, "You didn't fix the bed properly," or "Go wash the dishes," or "Oh gosh, you're miserable, eh? Oh gosh, you're talking too much, eh? Oh gosh, give my ears a break now." So when you hear that all the time and all the time and all the time, from the time they are so small, it really becomes our second voice. And there's a meme that says, what we say to our children becomes their inner voice. And that is so true. And so how about, instead of worrying about, well, their hair isn't neat, let's worry about, did they take their allowance and maybe save a bit of it? Or if I give them $10 this week, let's start to pump into their brain out of the $10, we're going to give one to charity. We're going to put one into a savings envelope. We're going to save, for retirement. Let's start to teach them that. So that becomes their inner voice. Let's start to teach them how to be kind. So if you see a fat girl down the road, no, we don't talk about fat. We don't talk about laughing at them. Let's change the way that we speak to them, because guaranteed, those are the things that we heard when we were younger, because school. How many of us, our hair needs to be perfect for school? And so we become so caught up with this neat hair, because we have to go to school. And if we have to go to school, you have to comb your hair. And somehow we can't learn if our hair is not pulled really tight back, which gives me a headache. And it's noise, it's unnecessary noise. And so when I talk about embracing the imperfections, I talk about, I literally have an ankle injury. And I've tried. I went to try back football. It pains. And the reality of it all is that 2 years ago, when I injured my ankle, I was incomeless because I couldn't coach. And do you know what it is to not be able to walk without crutches and you're a single mother? So you can't cook because you can't hold the boiling water with crutches in your arm and put it to strain the noodles or whatever. So I took a decision that was that, because the last thing that I need is to go and clear a hockey ball or clear a football and my ankle breaks and I'm back to that position again. So I took a decision not to. Now, do I need to work on, and actually there was a chair somewhere there, because every time I pass it now, I try to do a few chair dips or whatever you want to call it. But for the last 15 years, I've played sports, I played hockey, and so it's very, very difficult to change that way of exercising. There's very little motivation, because I walk around the stadium and walking just doesn't do it for me. I really want to chair dips. Yes, thank you, that's what it is. And I want to get onto a field, because that's what I love. I love getting onto a field. So in the last 2 years, as much as you guys, I know, think that I'm not fat, it's the fattest that I've ever been. So guess what? You know what happens when I go and visit family? I'm told, oh gosh, again, real big, eh? So do y'all think I want to appear on screen on television with my arms out? Because I think that I'm fat. And so now I walk around, and even though the next series, I really shouldn't be in suits because it's casual, parents are meant to be casual, I'm having a hard time rocking my arms out, because you say to me as soon as you greet me, oh my gosh, you're getting real big. So do you know what that's doing to me? I say at least I am good looking. Well, you know what? And that's the thing, right? And that's where I say that this was a breakthrough for me on Monday in terms of, really, I hope no children are looking, but really putting your middle finger up and being like, is this important? Because again, am I working on getting closer to Christ? Yes, I'm working on that daily. That's something that's important to me. Am I staying healthy? Because yes, I have a thyroid issue, which is another whole weight issue, right? Do I have to make sure that I eat the right thing? You're really taking on other people, girl. Well, you know what, Gerard, you're right. And that's the whole thing, right? That's the whole thing. But the truth is, and I know that there's so many other people that take on people. And as I said, I think that so much of it didn't even come from now. It came from being socialized, long time ago. I remember getting my filling when I was 20-something years old. And when I got the filling, the first thing I was told was, oh my gosh, I don't even have a filling. And that was from a family member. Who cares if you don't have a filling? I have a filling. Or, oh look, I made fry bakes. And instead of yay, you made a fry bake, it was, how did it come out? Mind this and mind that. And it's always but why are we competing? Why are we competing? Girl, that thyroid is serious. Oh yes, it is. In fact, if we talk on my thyroid, I don't know if you guys know that not this year. This year I was this time last year, what are we in, July? So I was now recovering. But literally on my birthday, which is May 21st, I was lying down and could not even feed myself. literally just, and you know what? That came back from Marsha's a drama queen. So my thyroid's literally burning itself out, and I'm acting crazy and crying. And even though I'm not a crier, somehow it became Marsha's a drama queen. And really what's going on is she's a drama queen. And literally what was going on was my moods were out of whack because my thyroid couldn't do whatever it was doing. And the only time that it became like we took it on and we went to the doctor and we figured it out was when my hand started to shake when I was trying to put on my mascara one day, and I couldn't put on my mascara. And in literally a matter of a week, I lost 20 pounds, couldn't feed myself. And if someone just took on my drama, then, you know, we would have been better off. Jessie's, so I don't know if y'all just saw her. She's like so respecting my life, but she just like snuck under there.
Use the bathroom.
To use the bathroom. She's an underwear only, so she can't show herself. May 23rd, 2016, I had 6 hours of surgery 6 days before my birthday. I feel your pain. I'm told all the time you're fat, but who cares from one time to the next after having 2 children? And you're right. And again, there's a balance, right? Am I healthy? Because then there's a big difference between are we unhealthy? Because we don't want to be unhealthy. And that's why I don't want to enable I don't want to enable complacency. But we really have to understand. And that's why we have to always do introspection. And I mean, again, because I'm so into parenting, we need to be very aware, because the same voices that we don't like to hear, we need to be very careful that we are not putting those voices into our children. So please, oh look, the toilet flushing in the middle of my life. Did you all hear it? Give me a thumbs up if you all heard that toilet. Again, this is me growing, because guaranteed if a toilet flushed in the middle of my life last time, I would have gone, oh my God, everybody stop. We can't share it anymore. Because I would have thought that every good thing that I just said went all down the drain because I just have a toilet flush, right? I mean, and this is just how we are. It's the perks of it. Look, Jess, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. And that is, I mean, and that's really, the feed is frozen.
Sorry
Hey.
to interrupt, but Mommy, I have a headache.
Because it's way past bedtime. So what you need to do is go put your doggies away. This is her like trying to steal the show. Steal the show. Okay, go. Jess is in the back. Hey! Look, we have some real stars joining us, boys. Cerilia. Cerilia's all the way in Hong Kong. What time is it in Hong Kong? And she's planning for her wedding, and she have time to listen to us. Hi, Jess. You see, now everybody's on. Hi, Jess. Hi, Jess. Hi, Jess. Jessie Lee has to go and put her dogs away and go and sleep and brush her teeth.
I want to stay up.
You want to stay up? Okay, we'll play it. Well, the dog's kind of quiet. All right. Women have a lot of changes after pregnancy. Yes, and again, even my stretch marks, like that took so long to embrace, you know? Okay, y'all stop hijacking. This is about me. She's gonna go live on her own day, okay? She's
and then
always...
say hi just more and give me more likes.
All right, give her some hearts. Press the hearts. Press the hearts so she can see. Press the hearts. I'm currently in South Korea. Jeez, you all over the place. Everyone blushes, by the way. It's so real. I love you and Jess. Okay, give us hearts. Give us hearts. Look, it's so cool. Look, I find that is so cool. Isn't it cool? I find it so cool. Oh my gosh, look. That looks so cool. So is it that you guys are pressing like love a lot? Like, how does that work?
Mommy, I like it when they put like smiley face, like smiley face, hearts, like.
Oh, so more than just the hearts. So give us like some laughs and some. Oh, look, yeah. So there's a laugh, and then what else? What else do we have? Give us like thumbs up. What else do they have, guys? We're so bad at this.
Thumbs up, smiley faces.
Thumbs up, smiley faces.
Hearts.
Do we give me a look, some thumbs ups here. And so, okay, right, look. So we have a mixture now. We have a mixture.
See, that's what I like about it.
Wish I had a mom like you, Marsh. Do you like me as a mom? You realize it? Oh yeah! The fridge is open, you know that, right?
What the? Sorry.
Right. Kelly Mendez. Hi, Kelly. Kelly, are you in Trinidad? What we could do is tell us where you're from now. Are you South Trinidad, North Trinidad, like? And did you, wait, did you guys,
I want something to eat. Turn that.
want something to eat? Oh, look, wait, I didn't even show them. Because today, remember, we're going to call this Wine Wednesday. Yes, back to it, you see? Good job, Diana. Keep us on track. We're calling it Wine Wednesday, but Jessie didn't want to go and get me a wine glass. But she did prepare this. This is Jessie Lee, and this is, I told her I needed a fancy glass. Arima. Hi, Tana from Arima. This is Jessie's lime juice. She made lime juice for me. Let me take a sip. Can I take a sip?
Yes. Since you made it, since I made it, can I get?
No, you can't.
I want some snack.
It's 9:30. You see, she strips it on. Coconuts for my fat self. Haha. Right. That's why I should give it to you. No, because I don't want you to be fat, lady. Okay, so I think I've actually. Okay, so I think this is it because it's been like, how do I even know how long? How do I know how long we've been at it? What's the time? Because I actually said 30 minutes. I think after 30 minutes. 28 minutes. Oh my gosh, you see how well I'm timed? Okay.
It's not 28 minutes past.
28 minutes past 9. Okay, so here's what. Y'all take good care. Talk to you soon. Bye, Cerilia. Thank you so much. Hey, look at you. Okay, that's growth and Annalise.
No, I don't want you to go. I don't want you to.
Jessie doesn't want me to stop being live. You know why? Because then I go back to reminding her that it's past her bedtime. Okay, in closing though, because, I mean, again, I'm all about parenting. Because I'm all about parenting, everything. Hey, how you could see that though? How y'all could see 26 minutes and I can't see 26 minutes? I've known you for almost 15 years and I never even noticed that you had a big nose, forehead. You always look so perfect. Oh, thank you, Aaron. But I think Kieran gonna buff you though, because Kieran's already had a crush on me. I busted everybody's files here tonight on live. Oh my gosh. Top of the live feed. No, I can see 34 people watching. I can't see the amount of time. Okay, great. Back to, let's close. Come on, focus y'all, focus. Back to how do we, parenting is fun but hard. You know what? That's probably another live. So I'm gonna keep that part for another live because I do want to cover the hard part because a lot of people say, well, Jessie's an easy child, which, you know, I mean, it's really my preventative parent teaching. And so we'll cover the fun and the hard and how do we make it more fun and less hard in another live. We'll cover that maybe next week Wednesday, right? Because there is a way, and I mean, I guess it's a mindset. The first thing is to change the mindset because there are things that, I mean, no, I'm not going to go into it. Marsha, tap on the red live box. Tap on the red live box. Wow! Y'all are so smart!
What?
If I tap on this, parenting for a teenager, 28 minutes. I could tap on that and see how long.
So cool.
Okay. We can talk in terms of like one-on-one parenting coaching, but I'm gonna keep notes because this can go on forever. We really can go on forever, but I don't want to. Let's keep it. No, you don't. Stay quiet. But two things. I find that the best way to work on parenting is to work on yourself. The best way to work on your children is to work on yourself. If we work on ourselves and if we work on our own growth, you find that the parenting journey actually becomes easier. The better we become as people, the more that we grow as people, the more our children just naturally grow and the more that they just fall into it. So sometimes people ask me, how did you get Jessie to do that? And I go, I don't know. But the truth is I got her to do that because what they do is they mimic everything that we do. And so if you want her to do something, then you have to really do introspection and see, is it something that I do? Like she lost her glasses. Can I really be very upset with her? The truth is no, I can't, because do I lose everything? Yes, I do. And so the more that I pay attention to the things that irk me about her are the things that I do. And so, Jesse, focus. Y'all see how many times that I've lost focus. In fact, I had to keep notes. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know what I'm talking about tonight. So, the best way to work on our children is to work on our own shortcomings. So that is that tip. That's off topic. Let's close. Please, let's close. I just want to reiterate that we need to start to see ourselves the way that other people, and not haters, because haters are always going to hate and they're always going to have a problem. So let's just ignore them. They are not important and do not exist in our world. But the non-haters, how do they see us? Because it can't be that everybody's seeing this. You know, somebody said that their child thought that I was Barbie. And imagine I'm thinking I have a big nose, bad skin, and a big forehead, and somebody else is thinking that I'm Barbie. You know, Marsha had a crush on me. Everybody. So let's make sure that we see ourselves in the best possible light. Let's make sure that while we're not becoming complacent, that we are growing our values and those real things, that we do learn to embrace those imperfections. Like, embrace that mummy tummy, embrace them stretch marks, embrace that big forehead and that big nose and whatever else that you have to embrace. You know, just embrace it. I love your program with Louise Hart. Yes, that is really getting a lot of feedback. That's really getting a lot of people have been sending messages. So thank you very much for all the love. Guys, you know what we need to do though? We need to start a comment on the Care Parenting page, because on our reel, sponsors need to see it. You know, sponsors need to see that you guys are enjoying it and that they need to be paying, you know, and paying some money behind it, because the country needs a parenting drive. Right. This week, let's be kind to our kids. For every 4 compliments, 1 correction. So if you're going to correct that bed, then make sure that you've given 4 compliments before. If you want to give a second correction, it means you have to 4 compliments before the second one, okay? Let's make sure that our kids hear a lot of positives. And if they wear a pink t-shirt with a, I don't know, if they wear pattern with pattern and random stuff, is it really important? No, it's not important. Because all these things add up to them having issues when they're like 30-something years old and thinking that everybody's watching what they're wearing and all of that. These things add up. Don't add to the noise in your children's head. If they want to mix match their slippers and wear one pink and one green, that's cool. Embrace their creativity. You know what? They may win the next fashion model, runway, whatever you call it. Let's embrace those things. Before we go and correct and pull the hair out and whatever, let's ask ourselves, is that really, really, really important? Because that one more correction and that one more thing may very well be the issue that they have to deal with when they're older. Guys, good night. Please share, please share, please share. Please like if you haven't liked. Send all your love, send your comments, and we will see. I guess this is the time that it's going to be, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. We're going to call it Wine Wednesdays. Yes, do you all like it? Give me a thumbs up if you like the name Wine Wednesday. Okay, guys, bye. Oh, wait, don't forget to get your Guardian on Friday, because the second issue of Care is going to be there. We have really good stuff. Big up to Memoirs of Mom, because I know she's watching. She's going to be featured. A new mom blogger, because I'm all about mom bloggers. Right? Gerard is on. Gerard is my illustrator. All these cool people are on. Okay, guys, bye. Have a great night and share.